I think it's 5 African nations now, from Zambia to Kenya,
Tanzania?
Mauritania, I think it's Tanzania.
Yeah.
Up to 20%, 25% of their land is now owned by wealthy European
Yeah.
nations. Why is that? They locked up land that Africans can no longer access for their own use, for their own resource. Why is that? Because wealthy European nations are buying up land in Africa to buy carbon offsets so that they can fly and fly private jets and go to the World Economic Forum and UN summits and live the first class Western lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
They punish Africans. Africa has been denied massive development, bans on coal plants through trading deals. They can't even have, certain agricultural practices. Everything's from above. It's a new form of colonialism that's descended upon the poorest nations in the world. And you'll find Africans don't give squat about climate change, other than, I should qualify that, many African leaders, Africa is actually the highest attended of the UN climate summits, not the Africans, but their leaders like it because the UN realized in order to get nations that will be harmed by the policies, they have to pay off politicians. And that's why they have the highest attendance African leaders. Not saying they're more corrupt than other nations.
No, it's
It's
all
just
equal. It's all
that's how
power.
they bring them in, by saying they promise. And what they do is this UN climate fund, it pays countries to be poor.
Yeah.
In other words, the countries that get the most funding are the ones that are most willing to lock their citizens in poverty.